Welcome to this lecture. Today we are going to discuss what is inheritance, and specifically we are going to discuss inheritance with the single level. So let's see what is single level inheritance. Let me just comment the very first line of the code. It is the concept single level inheritance. So this is what the point we are discussing today. For single level inheritance, since it is the C++ programming, so along with the conio.h I will just go for adding iostream.h, this header file, because it will require for C in and C out. Now let's start. Let's go for one class. Let's say the name of the class is class A. Class A contains some of the member. Let's say these members are public. First member I will just call it as a, let's say, integer type of value. It is R1. Next is, let's say, another class which is deriving. This is what the class B. This is deriving publicly the class A. So since it is publicly deriving the class A, let's add few member this particular class. So I will write in public section, let's say int r2. This is what the variable which can be publicly accessed by another object. So once it is done, let's go for writing the function for it. So in the main function we will, let's create the object of class B. So I will write down the name of the class, then the object name. Let's say it is object 1, which has been created over here. Once it is created, let's clear screen so that we will be able to access another functions like clear screen. Now after doing the clear screen, since we need to, let's say, access the member of class A, the object created for class B. Now class B is nothing but actually the derived class, and class A is nothing but the parent class. Now when we want to do this kind of thing, let's say we'll go for it obj1 dot, let's say it is R1. So for the R1 I am just making a change, like the value will be 33. For second thing which I am going to just vary over here, that is obj1 dot r2 equal to, so that value is nothing but, let's say, 44. Once this value is been provided, now we are going to check whether it is giving the access to R1 to be varied with the help of the object of class B, which is nothing but actually the derived class. So is it able to do it? So for that one we will just add here, let's say, the cout. So cout, let's say, member of, let's say, the parent class. So I will write here the parent class. Now since it is the member of parent class, let me just write down here which is the member of the parent class. That is parent class. Here it is nothing but the A, class A. So here we need to write it like obj1 dot r1. So we are going to display r1. So let's say int l, close it. Now the same line I want for the other task. The task is quite simpler, only this time we are concentrating on the child class. So child class, for the child class again it will be obj1, the object which will be able to access it. Only the difference is it will be r2. Now once this is done, let's close it. This is how we just done our code. Let's compile it. Okay, one warning, function should return a value. Since we started it with the int main, this is what actually the modification. If it is default value to any function, integer type of return, then we must return here the 0. So return 0 I just provided here, so that that error, or rather the warning, will be vanished. Now once that warning is completed, let's proceed for the task. Let me just explain first of all what we have done, so that you will be able to grab it. So what we have done, let's see one by one. This is the stage where the parent class is provided. This is the syntax specifically, where class B, which is the class B, it is nothing but the derived class or the new class which is accepting all the, let's say, the functions or the members of class A publicly. It means whenever any member is provided in the class A with the public section, in short, if the private member is there, it will not be accessed over here. But here, for simplicity, in the class A, we just mentioned only one member, and that too with the public nature. So this is how we accessed all the members of this particular class A to the class B. So class B will be acting as a derived class. Class A will be nothing but the base class or the parent class. So B is child class. Now the next is in the B, in the public section, again we added what? R2. So integer type of variable is provided with the public section. Now once this is done, in the main function we created the object of which particular class? This is nothing but the object of, we can say, the child class. So this is the object of the child class stage where we have created it. Now once it is done, obj1.r1, this line indicates that 33 is the value which is provided to the integer type of variable, that is R1 of class A, that means for the parent class. So it is quite obvious that we are accessing the member of the parent class with the help of the object of the child class. So that is what done over here. Now if we move further, we can able to access the further things. So let's see what is done over here. In the next stage, it will be simply accessing over here the parent class and the child class, its values. So let's compile it and run it. So this is how it will give the output. Member of parent class is 33, member of child class is 44. Now let's modify the same code. This time it is, let's say, with the public nature, but I will just change it to the private. Now obviously once we change it to the private, it means whatever the entire class members for class A, that will be privately accessed by the class B. Now if it is privately accessing it, obviously it will not be having the control to access R1, although we created the object of class B, but it will not be able to access it. So that is how obviously this time we will get the error, and that too with the access point. So where we access, just check line number 21 and line number 23. So it is giving clear cut message, A scope resolution R1 is not accessible. So when this kind of error is there, so this is what obj1.r1 equal to 33, and the next line where we accessed it, it is here. So at this particular line and at this particular line, actually that error is occurred. So this is how actually the class has to be with the publicly accessed